Rise and shine, everyone. It is 6:01. It is Friday, Junior. Alicia and Jason here with you as we head into what is going to be a very, very warm weekend.
It's going to be hot. You're going to have to find a place to cool down, John. I'm the kiddie pool.
Kiddie pool time.
It's happening.
It's no
kiddie
joke.
pool.
That's not a joke. Again, the kiddie pool is going to be in high use at the Ziegler House as well. Low 60s out in St. Cloud and Brainerd. Look at Wilmer at 61. Now, temperatures have dropped a few degrees as we've cleared out, and that is actually causing some fog. You see all the cloud deck, and rain is gone. So today, there's really no threats for rain. Of course, you have all that rain kind of hanging out at the surface and moisture, and then when you clear out, this can happen. Very patchy. It's patchy from all the way in Grand Rapids. I think the dense fog, the thickest fog I've seen, is over towards Wilmer. Taking a look at the actual metro, the thickest fog is over towards Crystal. We've continued to see on the traffic cameras down towards Shakopee. We've seen some patchy fog down there, 212, Carver, and 212 over towards Eden Prairie. Right now, it looks like the St. Paul side is okay, but then you go to Lake Elmo, and then you get over towards St. Croix. It's starting to get thick there. Definition of today is patchy but very dense fog, so watch out for that if you're going to be driving out there this morning. Cece.
Hey, good morning. The only crash I'm seeing across the metro this morning is right here in Mendota Heights, 35 East southbound between Sibley Memorial Highway and Highway 62. Just to update over the last 30 minutes, as this has been progressing, we see that they've shut down this right lane as this crash is on the right shoulder. So drivers having to use that left lane / left shoulder area to pass by. And because of that, you're seeing some slowdowns happening because of it. So if you're headed down to the Eagan area this morning for work, just know you may have to add a couple extra minutes as people try to merge into that left lane. I'll let you know when that clears and when that opens back up, but closed for now. Also, John was mentioning that fog. You're seeing fog Highway 5 in the Mendota Heights area as well. Also Highway 62 in that area, seeing some fog as well. So just have those low beams on. It's clearing, but just have those low beams on just in case. Alicia.
All right, Cece, thank you. To our top story here at 6. Soon investigators will pick up their search efforts in Dakota County for clues to help find 56-year-old Nikki Anderson.
Yeah, police say she was last seen Saturday morning. So take a look at your screen here. These are some of her latest photos. Police tell us she left home without a lot of important items, and during the last 24 hours, a man was taken into custody. Michelle Beck joins us live from Randolph with the latest on this investigation. Michelle.
Yeah, Jason, Alicia, a lot has happened in this area in Randolph in the last 24 hours. We saw authorities here searching this area, and especially down this driveway is a home you see right there. That's where authorities were serving their felony warrant, they say. And this morning, lots of questions are swirling about the man who left here in handcuffs. Now, we know this property belongs to the family of Nikki Anderson. Take a good look at her because the 56-year-old has been missing since Saturday. We also know the man taken into custody 4 days after her disappearance is someone Nikki's family knows. That's according to Nikki's mother, who lives with her daughter and has been helping her recover from a major surgery just a few weeks ago. Officials, too, say there's concern for her welfare as she left without her phone, wallet, glasses, or even medication.
I called everybody that I knew she knew. Old boyfriends, everybody. Not one person had seen her.
And we got access to the moments leading up to Nikki's disappearance. I'll show you that coming up in the next 30 minutes, plus detail the moments around that time frame. Guys, back to you.
All right, Michelle Beck with the latest there. Thank you very, very much. New developments this morning in the Minneapolis park workers strike. Just as their 7-day strike was coming to an end, they decided they will be returning to the picket line.
Yeah, just 24 hours ago, we told you that they'd be going back to work. Well, now Audrey Russo's live to explain why they changed their minds. Audrey, good morning.
Yeah, Jason and Alicia, those bright pops of orange picket signs against the city's green spaces aren't going anywhere anytime soon. LiUNA Local says they're going to continue for as long as it takes before they can get a fair contract. Now, they're also, in addition to picketing at the parks, they're also putting on the pressure at some of the city park board meetings, resulting in situations like this one from the meeting last night. Take a listen.
363 leadership has asked members, 363 leadership.
That's Minneapolis Park Board Superintendent Al Bangura trying to speak over union members who filled the room last night. The union is pushing for higher wages, more protections, time off. Now, Bangura argues that most union members don't know what's in the Park Board's final contract offer. Park workers countered that claim, banding together at a rally last night.
We're united. We have each other's backs. Organized labor has our back. The community has our back. And we will fight until we get a fair contract and the respect that we deserve.
Now, the union and the park board have been negotiating since December. Coming up in about 30 minutes, we'll hear from the park board. We'll get their side as to why negotiations have stalled for so long. But for now, Jason and Alicia, I'll send things back to you.
All right, the strike goes on. Audrey, thank you so much. An update on one of our top stories from Sunrise yesterday. 20 people are now charged with second-degree rioting in connection with the 4th of July fireworks mayhem over in Dinkytown. Those suspects are all between 18 and 22 years old. 5 of them are also charged with running from police. So in total here, police arrested 30 people. Charges against those others could still come down as the county attorney's office continues to review that evidence.
We now have a live look from Airport Road on Highway 5. You can see traffic is flowing much better this morning than it was just 12 hours ago, and that's because operations at MSP's Terminal 1 are back to normal this morning. Law enforcement blocked the road leading into the terminal for about an hour last night, while police investigated a suspicious item near the North Security checkpoint. No word yet on what police found or why they believe it was suspicious.
New video just into our newsroom in the last 6 hours from a candlelight vigil remembering the life of Vikings rookie Kyrie Jackson. Dozens gathered at the University of Oregon football stadium to honor the Vikings rookie killed in a car crash with 2 of his high school friends last Saturday. Described as competitive, passionate, and authentic, his family, coaches, and teammates all paid tribute to the 24-year-old.
Kyrie had a goal. He had a goal to play in to make it to the NFL. Kyrie made that goal.
Kyrie was one of those guys that you wanted to be around every day. No matter what it was, if you're around Kyrie, you're going to have a good day.
Watching Kyrie make you want to just play better. And, you know, him not being here no more kind of, it don't sit right.
Yeah, tough listening to his coaches and his teammates get choked up there. Jackson played his last year in college with the Ducks before being drafted by the Vikings. Right now, prosecutors are deciding whether to bring criminal charges against the driver who hit the car.
The Ruby Red Slipper saga continues this morning. This morning, new unrelated charges could be filed against one of the men accused of stealing the Ruby Red Slippers Judy Garland wore in The Wizard of Oz. Crystal police say the slippers were buried in Jerry Sedlitterman's backyard. Later, they found more than 4,500 stolen items, including artwork and merchandise worth more than $400,000. The items were stolen over the course of 18 years around the metro. Police also found records of Slitterman selling stolen items online. They sent the findings to the Hennepin County Attorney's Office for charges. Slitterman was charged with theft of a major artwork back in March.
And that saga never ends.
Right.
Time now 6:09, and some changes are on the way for Gopher fans. In the last 24 hours, U of M Regents approved a plan phasing in liquor sales inside of university arenas, and they're not stopping there. You'll also be able to buy drinks from your seats. The Board of Regents voted unanimously to approve that plan, which will start this coming season with ready-to-drink canned and batched cocktails sold in concession areas. In the 2025-2026 season, full-service bars in club rooms and limited bottle service to suites will begin, and then in-seat sales will start the season after that.
Gotta make the money.
Yeah, even if it's going to turn into a nightclub there. It's gonna be nice. U of M Athletic Director Mark Coyle is laying out the early plans to pay student athletes. That NCAA settlement still has to be approved by a judge, and payments would start in fall of 2025. Now, the U previously said paying athletes would cost about $20 million a year. Coyle now says the school will get more money from the Big Ten's 7-year TV deal, but says it will still have to cut down on travel and scale back on new facility projects.